Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to PSGL. We are diving in the middle of qualifying for the F5 Singapore Grand Prix. I am Evan Dalton, I am commentating tonight. Brendan will be joining me in a few moments time, just having a couple of issues at the minute. We are diving in the deep end here in qualifying. There is 2 laps exactly on the board. They are from, there's 3 laps now, that is from DRA, Rick, Lickle Blocks and Bugatti, 2 on the medium compound of tyres. That'll be a common feature we see tonight here in Singapore. Luke and Nick has invalidated on his lap. Very quick start here. There is about 13 minutes left in qualifying around the Marina Bay circuit here in Singapore. Brendan, I believe you're with me now. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It is nice to be back after a bit of an enforced absence. And it'd be nice to see this championship behind up 5 points between top 2, and obviously Bjorn is back. DNF last week, but it is still all to play for him, and if he can regain the form he had before he had to miss a couple of races, then this championship could get very interesting.
Yes, of course, there was 4 races in the opening 6 rounds for Bjorn. He won in Portugal, Monaco, France and Austria. He has missed the last 5 rounds, has not scored a point. He missed 4 through injury and then DNF'd last week. But he's here tonight and he's ready to go. And I believe Stefano is having some wheel issues. Our championship leader is having some issues. He's unsure to whether he will get them fixed. This means Marcel GZNY could get a fairly nice championship lead under his belt this evening in the Alfa Romeo, and he's currently out on track. We're looking at him now, heading in towards turn number 17 now. Yeah, I think it's just taking it easy on an in-lap. This doesn't seem to be of any sort of pace, but it is one man only setting a soft lap so far. A lot of drivers going out on the softs, but will be setting a medium lap later on in the session. Of course, the soft tyres wear out quite a lot here in Singapore, meaning we'll see the faster times in the latter part of the session. Jesus Simon is pushing it off the Anderson Bridge. He's almost had a spin. He is taking it easy now. Not going to risk a front wing. TRD Charlie has set an invalidated lap, meaning we will stick with just 4 times on the board. Zane, Lickle Blocks and Bugatti on the mediums, with DRA Rick currently on provisional pole position on a set of the softs for Aston Martin.
We are behind it's gonna make it very easy for you. Just try to get us.
Oh, Brendan's gone, unfortunately. Some issues there. We do apologise for that. Back to just me for the moment. Charlie is pushing it over the Anderson Bridge, and we'll try get those issues solved. TTG Sancho is joining the TTG team as of recent. He's in the Alpine on an outlap. Tara Smith invalidating his time. Of course, a lot of drivers won't set laps on the soft compound of tyres early on in the session. They'll wait for the mediums, just like K3 passes, and that's a spinner. And that's Jesus Simon, the Frenchman, has gone for a tip round through turn number 4, tricky corner. At the best of times, he has had a spin round there. With the medium laps, it would make me think we're in for a dry race, because if it was a wet race, they'd all be pushing it on the mediums to start further up the grid. Jerry Bussell, I believe, is currently in 11th, has made an appearance in the tier for Alpha Tauri, number 21, has an invalidated lap time, as does most of the grid, and Simon has gone round again. Unlucky for the your Alkali sponsored Haas F1 machine. He has taken 2 spins on this lap, while hoping to recover. Okay, 3 pass here, rounding the final few corners in the final sector. As a bit of a wobble on the exit of 21, 22, 23. This will be a competitive lap. He'll finish this one. It'll be a 37.2. It'll be bottom of the timing sheets. I'll be hoping to improve on that one. Luke and Nick is on course to be held up here in this lap, although it seems like they're both going slowly. It's Bugatti in front of him, just holding him up, and it's an invalidation for Luke and Nick. Not much Bugatti could do through that sector. It's a very difficult sector to get out of the way. P2 in the other McLaren is on a set of the medium compound tyres. We'll get the tyres they're currently on, retrospective to their best lap tyres. Looking at P2 in the McLaren, heading over the Singapore Sling. Now the Anderson Bridge. Takes a lot of curb there, and that's what happens when you take the curb, you lose the car. Yellow flag in the third sector, although doesn't seem to be anything there that I can see. We're looking at P2 now, heading down towards turn number 14. It's a purple second sector, and it's a slide. He's caught it well. Good lap so far for the McLaren man. Only hitting the 115s, 116s as he hits the wall. Hits the wall there, I think the McLaren has. That's not good for P2. He's still going to finish the lap, however. It mightn't be too bad, but this is all over this shop entering the final sector, and I would imagine it'll be a dive into the pit lane. No, he's going to finish the lap. Round 22. Round 23. It's not going to be pole position. It's going to be up there, though. It's second spot, so despite the mistakes, P2's got the second spot on the grid. He's beaten Zane, although Zane's lap was on the medium compound of tyres. He's just on a set of the softs now. There's Sancho is gone third. Looked like he made a mistake out of the final corner, but he has gone to third spot, and that's in a set of softs, however. That means that was a very good lap by P2. Baril, a winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix, currently on the medium compound of tyres, looking to set a lap, heads over the Anderson Bridge, through the hairpin, and down towards turn 14. It's a purple middle sector, and legitimate that is, we will have to wait and see. Heads under the tunnel now. This is a decent lap from the 21. Here he goes, round 22 and 23. Here comes Baril, that's fourth spot for the Ferrari. That's a good lap. 6/10 off pole on a set of the medium tyres. It's not bad showing. Marcel invalidates. I imagine he's going to go for a medium lap at the very end of this session. And that's the vibes I'm getting from the Alfa Romeo Championship leader. Alfa Romeo, an absolutely stunning car around this Singapore circuit. As he decides he does not want to continue on this qualifying lap. There's a lot of people running wide, left, right and centre. Difficult qualifying to keep up with for the viewer, but we'll try and keep you up. Rick, though, he's doing everything the straightforward way with 6 minutes to go. He's just going to push a lap time and try take a pole position, back like they used to do. Oh, this medium compound tyre shenanigans. He just wants to be the fastest man on the Saturday. That'll lead him on pole for the Sunday. He's P2 in front of him, and P2's got to get out of the way here. He's just about did a good job of that. Rick will continue on his lap through 22 and 23, rounding the final corners, and across the line it is pole position improved for DRA Rick, 134.8. For the Aston Martin, he's going to obliterate the track limits as well. OP Zane is on a lap. There is a Aston Martin off. That is Charlie, although he's just going slow on an outlap. We'll go back to Zane. He's pushing this one on a set of soft compound tyres. Rounding the Singapore Sling is a decent lap so far for the Alfa Romeo. We've seen some stunning Singapore pole laps here over the years. Of course, one being the Lewis Hamilton 2018 lap. Sebastian Vettel got pole from the garage. He only needed one lap that afternoon. Zane's going to need more than one. And it looks like he has backed off at this lap. Oh, he's 3/10 up actually, and misses his braking. There's a Williams right behind him, however, so he's going to have to be careful about that. Here he goes, under the bridge of 18, into 19, heading down towards 20. These next two in fourth gear for the Alfa Romeo. Well, should be in fourth gear for the Alfa Romeo anyways. Rounding 22, he's into the pit lane. Never mind, he's not going to round 22. He has been into the pit lane. We still have 10 times to go on the board here. Still 10 runners to go on the board. Brendan, you back with me? How you doing?
I hope for good this time.
Hopefully you can stay with us for the remainder of the session.
I'm not sure what's happened to this game. It's just been something has snapped in my game recently.
We'll blame it on Codemasters. That's normally the best thing to do. If you're just joining us, welcome to PSGL F5. We're here tonight for the Grand Prix of Singapore. We're looking at Charlie on a lap now. He's in the Aston Martin. It's an Aston Martin currently on pole position, doing things the simple way, not bothering about a strategy for tomorrow. He's just stuck on a set of the softs and going to do a push lap. It's a 34.8 is the pole so far. That could be improved on if somebody else would like to try on the softs. We're looking at Charlie currently on a set of the medium compound tyres. We have the tyre they're on the left hand side. That might not necessarily be their best lap. There's their best lap. The only one that swaps is Zayn and Sanchez. Sanchez on a set of the mediums now. Yellow flag in the final sector, and it's just a hass off set backing up on a lap, I believe.
It is one of the longest, well, in terms of just pure corners, it's 23 corners there used to be.
It is 23 corners, correct?
Yep, so it is really an endurance race and more than an F1 race. So you really have to keep on it and just try have the energy there at the end just to keep the concentration levels high.
Here comes Charlie. He's kept concentration level for a lap, and that lap will put him fourth. Really good stuff for TRD Charlie. He's currently 31st in the championship. He has only did one race and didn't manage to grab points in that one. Bjorn, our championship leader in the early parts of the season, is currently third. He is 30 points off the lead, 25 points off second. But it looks like Stefano is not going to get out for a lap. There's confirmation of that. He's having some wheel issues. We don't know if he's going to get it in the race. Here comes Bjorn, running the middle sector. Simon is out. That's a crash, I believe. Oh no, that's in the pit lane. He fancies himself starting 11th. He'll get a fresh set of rubber no matter what happens in this qualifying session. Bjorn is on this set of mediums. He is pushing. We still have championship leader Marcel yet to set a lap. We still have Darrell Smith to set a lap, and Lakitu Ferrari currently third, beating Haas in the Constructors World Championship. Bjorn rounding the final corner for Haas. Can he take a shock pole on the medium compound tyres? It's going to be close. It's second, but it's 7/10 of a second off our poleman Rick. That's a fabulous lap. Darrell Smith won't get out today. He will start 13th. Here comes Marcel, championship leader. He's going to be hoping to jump up on the set of mediums. He's did two set of softs today. That's Baril. He's happy with 6th. He's happy with 6th and in the pit lane. He doesn't want to continue rounding. The middle sector is Marcel. Here we go, into the Singapore Sling, over the Anderson Bridge. Marcel avoids that inside curb, as you should. Look at the beautiful Anderson Bridge there. Fun fact, 16,000 lights. 1,600 lights. We'll go a bit more in depth on that fact on the formation lap. Here comes Aaron down towards, it's the turn 14. It's a good lap for the Alfa Romeo. Black Box has gone third. That's an excellent lap. Marcel rounding the final few corners. Here we go. Rounds the final few corners. Final corner now. What can the championship leader do? Only 8th. That's disappointing for Marcel. Only 8th position. Axel is on a set of the mediums as well. Axel is now 8th in the championship. He's only had 3 points finishes. So it goes to show what 2 podiums can do.
I'll see, Marcel's 8th, but Stefano, he's going to be starting right at the back. While it has to be fully taken advantage of, he has managed to put himself in a decent enough position for the race.
Axel is currently purple in sector 2. I don't know how legit that is. Look at TF Jerry. He's got the second for AlphaTauri. That's an excellent lap for Jerry. He's not even on my... Oh, he is on my list. He's 21st. Had 1 point finish. That was 8 points in Mexico. Here comes Axel, rounding the final corner. The AlphaTauri has 2 podiums this season. Finished on the podium. Finished second last week. It'll be third for the AlphaTauri. It's an AlphaTauri 2-3. That is excellent stuff for Axel. He's got right up there with his teammate AlphaTauri with a strong showing so far this weekend. And that, I believe, is qualifying. I don't think anyone else is on the lap. Bugatti, actually, is improving by 0.3 of a second. We'll see what he can do here, rounding the final few sectors.
Assuming with these soft tyres, there's going to be a bit more improvement here. And this might not be the worst idea, because track position here and an early safety car can make things very nice for soft runners.
He can. What can Bugatti do? He's been a bit off the ball this season. He's currently 15th in the Drivers' World Championship. Where's he going to go on the grid? Runs a bit wide. It'll only be 12th.
Not bad for a strategy then, either way.
No, not bad for a strategy. I think it might have been a little bit intentional just to boost himself up the grid a little bit. But it will be pole for Rick. Rick did things the simple way and just bolted around on the set of the softs. And he's put his Aston Martin machine on pole position.
I mean,
We're currently
also
25th in the Drivers' World Championship, if you're wondering. The front three are 25th, 21st, and 8th. The man leading the Drivers' World Championship is 9th. The man second is 19th. But the man in third is 4th. And that's a great starting position for Bjorn here. We're just waiting on qualifying to wrap up. But an excellent qualifying. We're going to have an excellent race here. Of course, mixed conditions, very possible in Singapore. Brendan, what are your thoughts on strategy here?
it seems like everyone's playing it safe. Mediums. But there is a chance that some people here may find benefit from maybe an early safety car, because obviously Singapore, in F1, in real life F1, it's got a 100% safety car record.
It does, that's actually a fun fact. It has a 100% safety car record. Pole position went to DRA Rick ahead of TF Jerry. It was TOD Axel in third, ahead of Bjorn, Black Box, Pidu, Sanchez, Charlie, Marcel, Baril, Lakitu, Bugatti, Zane. And then it was Lickle Blocks in 14th for Red Bull. Then we had Luke and Nick, Simon, K3PA5, Darragh Smith and Stefano Williams. And 18th and 19th for second in the Constructors. Ooh, won't be happy with that, will Claire Williams. No, Claire Williams isn't even the team boss anymore, so I don't really know why she'd be concerned. But, yeah, Singapore are on for a great race here.
Is it just Capito?
It is. It's just Capito. I don't know why I said Claire Williams. I've grown up with Claire Williams being the team boss. So it is just Capito. We'll be happy with Darragh Smith and Stefano, our drivers. Championship leader Stefano, of course. Stefano has a 5-point gap only over Marcel. Of course, we have a different point system in PSGL. That'll make it a little bit easier to defend that, but not on course to defend it today. He's having some wheelbase issues, is the reports we're getting in. But Brendan, who's going to win tonight?
Well, probably whoever you would, if you're going to be completely realistic, you'd nearly say whoever gets the lucky safety cars make their timing right. But I would say the AlphaTauris not in the worst of spots here. There's flexibility with tyres and high starting positions. A good start, and they could be out in front and be able to fly away as the softs of Rick will fall off.
Good strategy is key around the Marina Bay Circuit. The Marina Bay Circuit hosting the Singapore Grand Prix tonight. Singapore, of course, being the first ever night race in Formula 1 back in 2008. The black record for the Marina Bay Circuit is held by a Mr. Kevin Magnussen from Denmark. 1,600 lights feature around the circuit, connected by 108,000 metres of cable, producing 3.18 million watts. 3.18 million watts of lighting. That's enough to power 20 Formula E cars for 5.5 races. So that goes to show you the wattage we're producing tonight. And electricity is not only around the circuit, it'll also be on the track. Of course, we have 19 Formula 1 V6 turbo hybrid cars to produce some fantastic racing around Singapore. It's a tough one for the real life drivers. 70% or more humidity is possible around Marina Bay, and you think that's a challenge? Sebastian Vettel did it in 2015, winning the Grand Prix with no access to his water bottle. DRA Rick is on pole position for Sebastian Vettel's current team, Aston Martin, tonight, and we are ready to go for 31 laps of fantastic action around Marina Bay. Tyre choices is softs for Rick, then we have mediums all the way down to Sanchez, then it's mediums down to Baril. The hard tyres will feature on the Ferrari of Lakitu and of Bugatti Zayn, opting for the mediums and hard tyres all the way down to Stefano. Stefano is currently driving. Oh no, what's happening here? We have a lot of disconnects. Darrell Smith and Charlie both disconnecting. Darrell Smith's actually left the session here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Darrell Smith has
God, I thought that was my game for a second.
Oh, I can imagine if you have game issues. That's torture to see people leaving the session. But no, it's not you, Brendan. I can still hear you loud and clear.
Well, the Wi-Fi reconnects worked eventually.
Here's your tyre strategies on the bottom. Don't read it. We're getting a safety car at some point in this race. A 100% chance for safety cars. The championship will run you down is currently Stefano, Marcel Bjorn, Baril Sanchez Zayn, Black Box, Axel Jogert, who's left the league, Hazara, Pro Gamer, Roof Gaming, Lakitu, Bugatti is your top 15. It's 19 drivers featuring in tonight's race. Stefano lining us up on the grid now. We're getting ready to go here in Singapore. AlphaTauri currently porpoising in a straight line. Probably not good. We're just waiting to load. Hopefully we load in here. The car's tyre is going to be cooling down. I think this is because of Darrell Smith joining back on the formation lap. We hope we get going at some point here. We don't want any further delays, that is for sure. Here we go. Hopefully the issues resolve themselves.
This can usually often pertain to one or two people, I
imagine it's Darrell Smith, as he did join back in the middle of the session, running the Casper Ackerman helmet. Of course, if you don't know what that is, it's just an AI character for the F1 story mode, Breaking Point. Two Williamses have a long view down to the start-finish lights.
Dara has left. We'll see if that solves it.
There is the AlphaTauri of Axel. We're on board with it now. It is bouncing in its grid slot. Now, I don't know about you, but...
we've got a restart. We have a restart.
Oh, we have a restart. That's unfortunate. We had a great prospect break it up here, but don't worry. It won't be too long. It won't be too long.
While it is annoying for people, I think Rick and Sanchez...
But they'd be very happy for this.
They'd be happy enough for the sake of the races.
With a restart, of course, it's fresh tyres. It is absolutely fresh tyres. We'll stay on the grid here until we get confirmation of that restart. Hopefully we can keep the stream running. But that's what happens when you join in the formation lap, unfortunately. It breaks the entire game. Hopefully we can keep going here.
The game it got on top of this, but then just didn't. Kind of issue crops up again.
It's annoying. It is very annoying, but hopefully we can get through all smoothly. As is that there's definitely something interesting going on here back in the grid. I did just see a Red Bull mounted on the back of a McLaren. Yeah, I don't know really what's going on. We have a restart though, anyways. As yeah, this is weird. Pidu is not too happy because he obviously saved his tyres. But everyone gets fresh tyres now. They will just pick the same tyres, I presume. Oh, and my game has crashed. Meaning that's the stream down. Oh no, the stream's still up for the moment.